Let's talk about Netflix's Adolescence. It's the show of the moment. 4 agonizing episodes in which a 13-year-old boy is accused of a murder. You see his unraveling, his family's unraveling, the unraveling of everything normal. The dead girl, you see a whisper of her, but for the most part, she's just dead. One sees how young boys internalize manhood, manfluencers, and masculine norms. There are threads on X, think pieces on Substack. Critics are calling it gut-wrenching and urgent. Good. I'm glad. I get it. Adolescence is among the most powerful TV shows I've ever seen. It's a necessary, really well-made piece of art. It's given toxic masculinity and the manosphere the spotlight. We ignore it at our own peril. Journalists and filmmakers who report on gendered violence have been saying this forever. Online misogyny does spill into the real world. Young men go down radical rabbit holes and emerge angrier, more entitled, more dangerous. Women are stalked, harassed, beaten, killed, and then there is the grinding pace of the justice system. The stories, the headlines, and the data on all this is relentless. Naturally, they don't have the tautness of a scripted drama. Gendered violence and its reportage has this predictability of vocabulary, of themes, of even how crimes stumble out. There is no resolution, so it all feels pointless. We write it and report on it, and yes, we feel it too. Folks are tired. People don't want to read another tragic story. We hear this all the time. When does this end? And then that's where Adolescence goes. It gives the same issue shape, structure, a beginning, middle, and end. It's gripping, not just grim. Viewers are forced to sit with rage, silence, questions they might scroll past in a news feed. Unless, of course, the news is so uniquely brutal that it forces collective consciousness for one news cycle or two. Hathras, Unnao, Arjikar, these are the stories that have broken through our inertia, boredom, and numbness. But the boring parts, the systemic failures, they just don't make the cut in this attention economy. The non-utilized Nirbhaya fund, the fast-track courts that move slower than molasses, the police officers who ask, but why were you out so late at night? The missing marital rape law, the endless cycles of Me Too accusations. Speaking of which, the powerful men who get momentarily cancelled. The domestic violence cases that get settled instead of prosecuted. I know you're yawning off or maybe logging off already. This isn't an either or kind of choice. Adolescence or any show like it is valuable. There is a catharsis. But we also need confrontation. We need to carry off the same intensity from fiction into reality. We need to notice the news even when it doesn't scream from a Netflix thumbnail, or follow stories that don't have neat endings. This is not on you, our audience. It's equally on us, the journalists, reporting facts, doing what we often say is public interest journalism, and then wondering why people just don't engage. The thing is that change demands stamina, on your part, on our part. Adolescence is important, but so is the work that comes after the credits roll. The work that doesn't ask for your attention, but demands it anyway.